So, good morning. Okay, if you're already in Zoom watching me, just do me a favor, just confirm that you can hear and see me, so that I know that all the technical things are working. I just share that again on Facebook, and let me quickly grab my mic. Just to make sure that the sound is a little bit better. I know it makes always a difference. Okay. So, what do we talk today about? How to buy an existing business the right way. Okay. Let me quickly see. People on Zoom say. Okay. Yes, please, if you're on Zoom, just confirm that you can hear me. That would be absolutely great. So I know that I overcame all the technical challenges. I just have a look again on Facebook and see, I can see. Yep. Great, that is definitely working. My hair's a little bit wild today, doesn't matter. Okay, so what do we do today is, oh, there are already also some people in Facebook. Great, welcome. Please also do me a favor, if you can hear and see me, just write in the comments. And if you have any questions, you are also always welcome to write in the comments, ask me some questions, and I will then during the next 15-20 minutes answer as many as possible. So, like I said, we always try to make sure that we can, okay, Sikumbuzo, thanks very much, confirmed that, sorry, he or she can hear me and see me on Zoom. That's absolutely great. So I know the sound is working, I'm happy. And so we're always thinking about how we can assist you, what we can do for you, so to make things easier for you. We get so many inquiries really daily where people say, hey, I need some help. And of course, also on a daily basis, we get some inquiries that somebody wants to buy an existing business. And I always have discussions about the same things again and again and again. And I think obviously there is a need for some more knowledge, ideas, so that you really know what to do and how to evaluate an existing business if you're really interested. Yeah. I always say, as soon as your investment is a little bit higher, I'm not too sure how you do that in your private life, but if you want to buy a TV or a car or something like this, you're not just going to one car dealership or one shop, you see one TV, you say, I like it and I take it. Yeah. So it's the same thing if you want to buy an existing business, please, only because the first offer you receive or your dream business, try not to get involved emotionally. And I know it's an emotional decision, you know. So, hey, I started a couple of businesses, I sold businesses, I had other people buying businesses, and this for both parties always emotional. But you need to make a wise business decision. Yeah, so that's why you need to be absolutely aware of what things do you really need to have a look at, to make sure that after you bought this business, it will really be a success, and not that after you bought that business, you figure out, oh, this is not working, oh, and I figured out that there is a problem. Will you be able to eliminate all things? No, that's life. Okay, there will be always a risk. But you can cover the first basic things to make sure that there are not, I don't know, I find some crazy German words for it, but that there are not hidden other agendas, okay, so that you know exactly, okay, what you're getting yourself into it, yeah? Okay, so, and that's why we also, I compiled these books already, I think 2 years ago, and putting it out there and compiling is always, it's lots of work from my side, but now I have a nice team. I can delegate, it's edited, it's proofread, it has lots of pictures in it, so I updated it and so, okay, so what else, what did I learn the last year, what still needs to go in there, so, and what we cover in this book is, number one is also, why should you even take that into consideration to buy an existing business? And the answer is quite easy, because there's a set up, proven track record. You know exactly what you get yourself into it. You have usually customers, they're buying on a monthly basis from you. So it is, number one is, if you're not really experienced, it is quite easy for you to just jump into it and just take over the existing systems, and you have skilled people around you, your staff is there, they know exactly what needs to be done, and in lots of aspects it is easier. Okay, but of course, as soon as there are some advantages, there are also some disadvantages. And so maybe the staff doesn't like you, or they are not happy with somebody else taking over, or the existing customers are really only interested in working with the old owner. They are not willing to work with the new owner. You have no idea. Okay, so people are buying from other people, and if this relationship if you can't take that over from the existing owner, there are some pitfalls, and it can be challenging. And you just need to be aware of it. Yeah, so I'm not saying please don't do that. I'm just telling you these are the pitfalls. This is where you can struggle with. Yeah. So we also, what I always say is, whenever you want to either way start a business or buy an existing business, make sure that it fits your own needs, because that's the beauty of it. You know, so I remember in Germany I did some consultation, and they wanted to open some restaurants, but this person was not willing to work in the evening. They decided, hey, if I can really choose, I wouldn't like to work on a weekend. I want to have a normal working week. So we thought about what sort of restaurant makes sense for them, so that that it fits their lifestyle. You know, and we said, okay, it needs to be then in an office area, concentrate on people, they are coming for lunch. So then we thought about what specific menu they need to create to be able to attract these people, still being profitable and successful. And that's the same thing what you can do if you buy an existing business. Okay, so how much work is required for me? What are my tasks in this business? Where am I really good at? Maybe you need to shift a little bit, hire somebody else to do things you don't like, and take over other tasks. Maybe the old owner delegated to somebody else, and say, okay, but this is where I want to be in control. Okay, now we come to an absolutely big point. Evaluate your business purchase. I always, how do I say that, stunned? Okay. So if an accountant of a seller evaluates a business, how does he evaluate? High or low? Of course, high. Okay, because the accountant is on the side of the seller, so they of course want to get the most out of it. So you need to do your own evaluation and figure out how much is this business really worth and how much am I willing to pay for it. And that means also lots of times I ask them, okay, so how much would it cost you if you would start from scratch? And how long would you take to come to that sales? And so that gives you a good idea if this the value of the existing business is also realistic for you. Yeah, this is a negotiation process. It's not I want 10 million and then you need to pay 10 million. Yeah. So we also covered in this book some negotiation tips and tricks, and so that you are aware of that. You please do negotiate, yeah. And if the other person says no, I'm not willing to negotiate, then it's also your decision. If you say yes, this business is worth for me the 5-10 million rand. The seller wants from them, and I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to put some of my own money into it, and I'm sure I will make a success out of it. Lots of times I also see that that the business makes, according to the papers, makes a loss. And then you, of course, also need to figure out why does it make a loss. There are, of course, some reasons regarding SaaS, but if the business makes a loss according to the annual financial statements, let me tell you, it is, I personally would say more, it is impossible to raise any funding for it. But sometimes you find some reasons to show where they hit some money, then it is maybe possible, but if somebody shows a loss, I personally wouldn't even touch it. Okay, or you have a strong turnaround strategy, and that definitely drops the price for the business dramatically. Yeah. Okay, so now then I cover lots of pitfalls to avoid when buying an existing business. And so just to make sure that you are aware of it, yeah? It's not that I said, please don't take the risk. It's more that I say, please be aware of that risk, yeah? I'm explaining what's the difference between buying a company and a business, and so we also talk about how to draft a sales agreement. These are some tips. Please be aware of it. We are not a law firm. Use a proper lawyer to draft the agreements so that both parties exactly know what they're getting into it. Yeah. Yes, of course. Then there are a couple of tips on what you should do before you buy businesses, some tips and tricks for fundings is shortly covered, and also some tips, okay, now you acquired your business, how do you need to run it? Yeah? Okay, so I hope I was able to cover some tips. Let me quickly see. The Mizani, thanks to Zeli, can hear and see me, absolutely great. Let me quickly see. Debbie, it's also suitable if you want to purchase a sole proprietor. Yes, that's also possible. Speaks to any technical info like finance and rent. What steps should I follow? No, so definitely financials. But if you need to pay VAT or not pay VAT, it depends on both setups, you know. I think they need, I'm not 100% sure at the moment. I would need to go back and have a look at it. So, but both need then to be really VAT registered. Yeah. Okay, so let me see what Zoom says. There are some questions. Okay, on Zoom there are no questions. Great. Okay, so what I will do for you is I will just post the link. And it's at the moment, it's only 290 Rand. And I think that's definitely too cheap for all the information you get in this book. And here we go. Okay. Let me quickly see our panelists and attendees. I just put the link in there. So, and then, yes, what you do is you pay online you can pay via EFT, debit card, credit card, and as soon as you pay, you should be getting access to a download page, and then you can click the green button on that page, and then you can download, it opens in a new window, download the book, and then you get all the information what we here compiled for you, so that you get definitely lots of answers. What I could see, what we always discuss when I'm sitting in consultations with people who want to buy an existing business. Yeah. Okay, so there are no questions here on Zoom. Quickly, let me go. When buying an existing business, is to assume that the seller should settle all current debt before selling? Also, is it a foregone conclusion that they should continue with the existing company lawyers and auditors? Okay, so number one is no. That is part of the negotiation, that you say either way you take over the debt of the existing business, and then you can reduce the price, of course, yeah. And you, of course, don't need to use your own lawyers, yeah. So if you feel comfortable with the existing ones, then of course you can take them over. Also with the auditors, if you feel comfortable, you can take them over. If you say, no, I want to have my own auditors, I definitely would use them. It's your decision. There is nothing what you need to do. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Great. So I hope you enjoyed that. I always enjoy these Monday morning meetings. I like to see, listen to your questions, see where you are stuck, making sure that we are able to help you to grow your business, to start your own business, and the specific case also to buy existing businesses, and to make you aware of course, of the advantages, but also lots of people are so excited about it, and I want you to be aware of the pitfalls so that you know exactly, okay, this is my obligation and these are my things I need to figure out before I really commit and buy an existing business. Yeah? Okay, so hope to see you soon, and take care. Let me see. Yeah, here.